Today we're going to be discussing how to avoid lighting and reflective sheeting DOT violations. Lighting violations lead to about 60 to 70% of all roadside inspections. In fact, avoiding just this and speeding violations can almost assure that you're not going to be inspected. So, understanding how to avoid these types of violations becomes increasingly important. Let's review the DOT lighting regulations and how conducting regular inspections can help prevent violations. As a driver, it is important to be aware of the DOT lighting regulations for commercial motor vehicles. These regulations help to ensure that your vehicle is both visible and recognizable on the road. One of the best ways to ensure compliance with the DOT lighting regulations is to conduct regular inspections. During each pre-trip inspection, check your headlamps, tail lamps, side markers, clearance and license plate lamps. Don't forget to also check the condition of all reflective sheeting at least once every month or so. Reflective sheeting is a critical component of the DOT lighting regulations as it increases the visibility of the truck in low light conditions. This helps other road users to see the truck, especially in foggy, rainy or snowy weather conditions. If a DOT officer finds any violations during a roadside inspection, your truck may be placed out of service until the issues are fixed. This can result in significant delays, fines, and penalties for you and your company. To avoid these consequences and ensure compliance with DOT lighting regulations, it is important to take preventive measures. Here are some steps to take to help prevent lighting and reflective sheeting violations. Conduct regular inspections. Regular inspections of your truck's lighting and reflective sheeting will help you identify and address any issues before they become bigger problems. Improve visibility. Make sure that all of your lights and reflective sheeting are clean and free of dirt, mud and debris that might obscure them. Make timely repairs. If you find any issues during your inspection, make sure to get them fixed promptly. This will help you stay compliant and avoid penalties and fines. When replacing or repairing your truck's lighting and reflective sheeting, make sure to use high-quality products that meet DOT standards. Consider LED bulbs. LED bulbs last much longer and won't burn out at once. These are initially more expensive, but will cost less in the long run. If you're sticking with standard bulbs, try to always have a few extra bulbs and fuses in your toolkit to quickly replace any easily accessible burnt lights. In addition to these preventive measures, you should understand the DOT lighting regulations. Some of the key DOT tractor lighting regulations include: headlamps. Your headlamps must be operational on both high beam and regular settings. They also must be aimed in a way that does not cause glare to other road users. Truck parking lamps. Your parking lamps on each side of the tractor must be illuminated and your right and left turn signals must be functional. Truck side markers. The tractor side marker lights must be lit and visible from a distance of at least 500 feet to the side. Tractor clearance lamps. Tractor clearance lamps must be mounted on the top left and right of the cab and must be visible from a distance of at least 500 feet. Tractor ID lamp. A front identification lamp must be present and operational as well. This light sits between the two clearance lamps. Truck tail lamps. Tractor tail lamps must be operational and visible from a distance of at least 500 feet to the rear. Right and left rear turn signals must also be functioning properly. Truck license plate lights. License plate lights must be mounted in a way that provides adequate illumination for the license plate and must be visible from a distance of at least 50 feet to the rear. Tractor reflective sheeting. A tractor must have reflective sheeting at the top of its mud flaps and inverted 12-inch silver Ls on the opposite sides of the cab at the top. Here are some of the critical DOT lighting regulations for trailers. Side markers. The trailer side marker lights must be mounted near the middle of the trailer and must be visible from a distance of at least 500 feet to the side. Trailer clearance lamps. Trailer clearance lamps must be mounted on the front and rear of the trailer and must be visible from a distance of at least 500 feet. ABS light. Your ABS light, found near the rear of the driver's side of the trailer, Must function, but should not be illuminated shortly after the truck is started. Trailer tail lamps. Trailer tail lamps must be operational and visible from a distance of at least 500 feet to the rear. Right and left rear turn signals must also be present and functioning properly. A rear trailer identification lamp must be present and operational as well. This light sits between the two top clearance lamps on the rear of the trailer. Trailer license plate lights must be mounted in a way that provides adequate illumination for the license plate and must be visible from a distance of at least 50 feet to the rear. Trailer reflective sheeting. Rear upper body marking. Each trailer must have inverted white or silver Ls at least 12 inches both horizontal and vertical on each side nearest the top. Bumper bar marking. The entire length of the DOT bumper bar must be covered with a reflective sheeting strip. The bottom rear of the trailer must also be covered with reflective sheeting. Side markings. Reflective sheeting must also run at least half of the length of both the driver and passenger sides of the trailer. By having a better understanding of the DOT lighting regulations and following these tips, you can prevent both lighting violations and most roadside inspections. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there.